2 out of 2, week 8 of season 4 of 2025. Still in Aragon, the conditions are still difficult for all the drivers. Welcome to race number 8. Split 2 is our bottom split this week, and as we mentioned yesterday, we have never been to Aragon before, so there is no history to talk about, which means we can jump right to the starting grid to see how qualifying went, and then I'll meet you back at the start of the race. And this is our starting grid for the race, split to 1571 iRating. I would love to see our field and not only the pit box building. Thank you very much. Let's go racing! Here. Turn 1 for the first time. I see a car far to the left. That's an all-pink driver. I hope everything went right. So far, yeah, pretty much. Maybe a bit of contact, but this is to be expected. Under these conditions, and this is our bottom split, many familiar names, 1 or 2 new names. Welcome. I'm not familiar with Jorge and Fran. P12 and P14, 2 drivers that have not started the race. What a shame. So only 14 cars driving. Richard Nichols gets past Ewan Topley. He's in P3. 1 and 3 for the Orpingtons. Good start. Kevin van Lanker, P8 against Richard Searle. Richard gets past, and now he is in P8. Quite fitting. As he is car number 8. English is difficult. Yeah, mindful driving. There's a big puddle to the left. Ewan Topley wants his P3 back. Gets to the inside for turn 12, but stays behind. No, Richard loses his position. Maybe gave too much space. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe a mixture of both. Either way, Nathan Mead, Liam Roberts, Ewan Topley, and then Richard Nichols. These are the top 4. Maurizio Costa in P5. Roberts to the inside. Nathan Mead on the outside. Can Roberts get the lead? We will see. Long straight, hard braking point for the hairpin. Around 50 kilometers, from over 200 down to 50, maybe even less than 50, depending on the skill of the driver. Martindale got past Costa. Nathan Mead. Chasing the stop-go racing driver. But for the moment, he has to settle in P2. Chris Forrester under attack from Toby Keel. Another Orpington driver. That was ambitious. Let's call it ambitious. I was like, okay, he's braking super late, and yeah, he was braking super late. Richard Searle behind Trevor Evans, and behind him is Kevin van Lanker. We see already quite a bit of a gap forming between 6 and 7, 2.2 seconds. Now Nathan Mead wants his lead back. Mine, he says. Turn 8. Little bit of contact, meet! And forget talking about the lead and also Adam Martindale. Same place as Mead, maybe same result. Also Kevin van Lanker has dropped quite a few positions. Everything in this turn 8-9 section. I talked about it yesterday when we had the track map on screen, that this is one of the key areas of the track, and I stand corrected by having 3 incidents there back to back to back. So Kevin van Lanker only in P13 gets past Fran Gomez, the newcomer. Welcome. And now Richard Nichols has to defend the Orpington pride after Nathan Mead only dropping to P4. Could have been worse. And he tries a similar thing to the inside, the hairpin. We've seen it quite a few times. Yesterday we see, oh, Nathan Mead. Oh, speaking of, oh, Roberts. That's a shame. Unlucky. We have to take a look at it after the race, but look how many positions he drops. From leading the race to P12. This is rough. And so Richard Nichols, I think he started from P4, I believe, now in the lead. Thomas Bruin, a bit of technical issues there, blinking a bit. You can see it in the timetable when things are jumping. Toby Kiel made a mistake into turn 1. It's a difficult corner. And now Nathan Mead behind the Team Nacional driver Maurizio Costa. Only 2 Nacional drivers this week. We saw, oh, Kevin van Lanker. He's not a Nacional driver, but we saw him slide there. Big time. The other one was Bruno Gaiotto, we have seen yesterday in Top Split. Trevor Evans and Richard Seal, we saw them a bit in the back. They are fighting now for P5, gaining a few positions by doing nothing. Sometimes this works wonderfully. Evans. Seal, side by side. This fight ain't over, but we are focused on Nathan Mead and Maurizio Costa. Turn 12. Bruin and Somorostro. Oh, Mead, bang! That was costly. I think this was turn 13. Yeah, Nathan Mead down to 11. Down to 12. Down to last. He's still standing there. Ay. He was in a prime position, but can we focus on something else, please? Camera? Thank you. Liam Roberts having to make his way back after the incident in lap 2 at the hairpin with Ewan Topley. Oh, Richard Seal goes wide. Trevor Evans gets past. Adam Martindale gets past. Toby Kiel gets past Jorge Somorostro. Eventful race, but this was to be expected under these difficult conditions. Jorge breaks a bit later, is a bit more brave, and gets past Thomas Bruin and Fran Gomez. This is for P12. Trevor Evans. back at Nathan Media that car looks horrible. I would love to see some race action and not the car standing in the pits. Thank you, Adam Martindale. Also had a mistake in turn 9 it was. Right here. Thomas, his connection is not the best tonight. Side by side with Frank Gomez. Meanwhile, Forrester and Roberts also fighting. Thomas Bruin. I was thinking about it. He drives a bit much into those big. Trevor Evans. That was a close call. Ay ay ay. Scraping those orange pillars, those tire pillars. He got lucky. We've seen it yesterday with Tomas, that crashed into them. He just scrapped it and he was lucky. He will be losing a position to Adam Martindale maybe as a result, but this is a small price to pay. Also, Rob Botts and Forrester Team LOA versus Stop Go Racing. Our teams are still strong in this. Richard Nichols, the race leader, 2.2 seconds in front of Ewan Topley. Then Maurizio Costa, another 2 seconds. Oh, Richard goes a bit wide, but we talked about the conditions long enough. 7.3 seconds between 3 and 4, but then it's pretty close. Martindale, Evans, Cyril. 4 minutes on the clock. We are in lap 5 out of 6. Trevor Evans wants his P4 back, but has to be mindful about P6 as well. Little bit of touch between the two teammates, even though he has a different livery. These two are teammates. You see the same logo on the side of the car. Evans and Cyril. And behind them another Stop Go Racing driver in Liam Roberts. 5, 6 and 7. Team drama question mark. Liam Roberts. That was a bit of a... Oh, and they collide! They collide. They have to talk about it afterwards, I believe. Jorge. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Jorge Somorostro. We have quite a few things to look at. Oh, big lock up here by Richard Cyril. Has to find his way back to the track. We saw Kevin van Lanker getting past. Liam Roberts. Another car outside. This was Chris Forrester. And now Evans versus Roberts. Stop Go Racing. They have to talk about stuff after the race. Richard Nichols, his lead is getting smaller. It was 3 seconds at one point, now 1 second, but time is running out. Thomas Bruin. Trevor Evans goes wide. Ooh, Thomas. Both of them make mistakes. And they collide. They collide as a result. It just shows you how hard it is to drive. 0.6 seconds. Richard Nichols. The lead is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. 13 more corners for him. Ewan Topley. Has he a chance? Yes, he has a chance. So this will be the story of the race. The final moments. Now another difficult section. Nichols. Masters it. Topley does the same. Still no decision, but it is close. Time is running out. Now turn 12. We've seen quite a few things here as well. Both of them do fine. Ewan a bit more aggressive. Chris Forrester gets past Trevor Evans for the moment. Liam Roberts and Adam Martindale. This is for P4, so quite a few battles. And Ewan Topley and Richard Nichols are side by side for the final. But look at the water. Ewan is struggling. He needs to get over there. And Richard gives him the room, maybe scared that he might crash into him because of the water puddles. Side by side, Richard Nichols has the better position. They touch again. And now he tries the cutback, but Richard Nichols does what he has to do. I think this is it. Liam Roberts and Adam Martindale, same situation. Adam Martindale, big mistake, costs him P4. And Richard Nichols wins the race. Ewan Topley, Maurizio Costa, P3, congratulations. Now we have to wait a few moments for Liam Roberts, who did a comeback drive back to P4, fastest lap. Adam Martindale, Toby Keele, Chris Forrester, Kevin van Lanker, Trevor Evans. Super close together here at the end. And now we wait for just Thomas Bruin and Frank Gomez. And we have them all. Oh my goodness. A lot has happened. Congratulations to the top 3. Congratulations to everyone that has survived. And what it does mean for the standings, we're gonna find out now. And we are back for the standings after this eventful Split 2 race, and now we take a look first at the overall and then at the Split 2 standings. So first of all, let's find our participants. Toby Keele, Ewan Topley, Nathan Mead, Maurizio Costa, Liam Roberts. Quite a few of them that we have just seen are in the top 25. Hoppala. Excusez-moi. Then Kevin van Lanker, P32, I noticed. Chris Forrester we have just seen. Adam Martindale. 44 drivers have 100 points or more. Curious to see how this will develop as we go further down. Down. To see how everything shapes up to be. Okay. And of course the Split 2 standings also have this wonderful legacy view to see how it looks. And we see that our top participants, the top 6 to be more precise, have not driven in Split 2 for 2 weeks in a row. So nothing has changed up there, but depending on how the season develops, have Ewan Topley in mind, have Toby Keele in mind, have Maurizio Costa in mind. If they are able to get more Split 2 races than the top 6, then it's nice that Martindale, myself and Clement Godet are in P3. Who says that this will stay like this if none of those will participate in a Split 2 race from now on? Anyway, how many drivers have we seen in Split 2? I think it's a quite big number by now. Let's find out. 71 1 drivers. So this is how it looks for the split 2 standings. And yeah, like I said, Martindale still in the lead. But will he have many chances to get points? That's the big question. We will see. We will see. For this week, we are almost done. Just a few more highlights, and then next week, as our new home page at ClioSoF.com tells you, we are at the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Edino Ferrari in Imola, the Grand Prix layout. Also a track we have never seen in the Clio SoF before, so will be interesting to see. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoy the highlights. See you next week.